A girl working from home on her computer. It feels a little boring. A mug, a chair, a smartphone, a cactus. Why a cactus? Let's replace it with an aloe plant. And instead of a regular mug, let's make it a travel mug. That feels more practical when you spend hours working at your computer. A sweater. Let's make it something more fun, maybe a bright red graphic t-shirt. I don't really like the chair either. Let's replace it with something that looks a little more premium. I think that everything I wanted to change. Let's submit the edits. And voila! I don't want to upset the other AI tools, but I did all of this for free. Let me show you how. It's time to stop regenerating the same image over and over just to change one small detail. Today I'm reviewing Reve 2.1, an image generation model built around a different approach to visual editing. Diffusion models such as Stable Diffusion usually begin with random noise and gradually refine it into an image based on your prompt. Reve adds a planning stage before the final image is rendered. First, it creates a structured layout of the scene. It defines which objects should appear, where they should be placed, and how they relate to one another. Reve calls this system a large layout model. Because the image has internal structure, individual elements can be edited more precisely without completely regenerating the entire composition. Signing up for the platform is very simple. You can use your email address, Google account, or Apple account. After signing up, you are taken directly to the main interface. This is what the homepage looks like. Here, you can create a new album, essentially a workspace where you can generate and edit images. There is also a References tab, which I'll explain a little later. Overall, the interface is clean and minimalistic. Clicking the butterfly icon next to your account name opens the main menu. Let's create a new album. Here we can upload an image or start with one of the available templates. These are some examples of templates you can use. In the bottom right corner, there is a familiar prompt box for generated images. Let's create our first image. First, open the settings and select one image. For the aspect ratio, let's choose 1:1, which gives us a square image. There is also a Use Attachments option. You can choose Literally, which means keep my original image and change only what I ask you to change. Or you can choose as Inspiration, which means use my image only as a reference and create something new. For now, let's keep Literally selected. We can also add extra instruction in the prompt field. The settings are ready. So let's enter a simple prompt. A chief cooking in a kitchen. Now let's send it for generation. You can already see the first outlines of the image appearing. Interestingly, the model didn't follow the aspect ratio we selected. If you remember, we asked for a square image. So we didn't get the exact dimensions we wanted, but at least we got the image. I downloaded it to take a closer look at the quality. The file size is 11 megabytes and the resolution is 4864 by 3328 pixels. That's approximately 16 megapixels. And this is what the image looks like when we zoom in. Let's open the image editor by clicking on the image. This is where the real magic begins. Reve automatically breaks the image down into layers and sublayers. It identifies individual objects in the scene, allowing us to select and edit each one separately. For example, let's left-click on the chef. On the right side of the screen, we can now see that the character is divided into several elements: his face, chef's jacket, apron, right hand and left hand. Here is his right hand, and inside it we can see the tongs. When we select the tongs or any other object, a prompt field appears next to it. We can use this field to describe the changes we want to make. There is also an option to choose a specific color. This is how we can edit individual objects in the image. For example, let's make the apron red. I select the apron and an edit button appears in the corner. When I click it, a prompt field opens. I type a red fabric bib apron worn over a white chef's jacket. And if I want to be more specific about the shade, I can also choose a color using the color picker. Next, let's replace the tongs with a stirring spoon. I select tongs on the right and change the prompt to a wooden cooking spoon. Now let's change the vegetables in the pan to pasta. I select the vegetables, click Edit, and enter pasta with tomato sauce. I also think the squeeze bottle doesn't look very appealing, so let's remove it completely by clicking the trash icon next to it. Now we just click Send. And that's it. The overall image stays the same, but all of our changes are applied successfully. We can also move objects around in the image. For example, let's move this bowl a little to the right. Now let's add some text to the apron. I select the apron, click Edit and type a small white embroidered chef label. Now we send the changes. And done. The image has been updated with the new layout and text. Now let's try local editing. I'll upload an image generated in ChatGPT. Here we can simply paint over the area we want to change. For example, let's replace the tablet with a mobile phone. We'll also change the text testing to exploring. Now we send everything for generation. And done. During the previous generation, you may have noticed that I reached the free daily limit. Reve offered me two options: upgrade to the Pro plan or wait about 13 hours for the limit to reset. So that's something to keep in mind if you are using the free version. Now let's move on to effects. Reve includes a library of visual effects that you can apply directly to your image. Click the Add Effect icon and the Effects panel opens on the right. You can hover over different effects to preview them in real time. When you find one you like, select it and adjust the intensity to get the look you want. And if it doesn't work, you can remove it with one click. At the beginning of the interface overview, I mentioned the Reference tab. Now it's time to come back to it. Let's say you have a logo, a visual style, or a character that you want to use consistently across different images. You can save it as a reference. To create one, click New Reference. Here we enter a name and choose the reference type. Let's select Person. I've uploaded several photos of our model. Let's call her Yumi. Now we click Save. Well, now we no longer need to upload photos of the same character or logo every single time. Instead, we can simply use a prompt that calls our saved reference. Let's open Edit the usual way. Then we choose Reference. we select our Yumi reference. Instead of the male chef, our model should appear in the image. Now we send it for generation. And here she is. Now Yumi is the one cooking. We can also add different objects using the Add Object button. Interestingly, this time we got a square image. Remember, I asked for a square format during the first generation, but didn't get it. And now, without asking for it again, we finally have one. Alright, let's talk about pricing and whether you can use Reve for free. The answer is yes. The free plan provides enough energy for up to 20 high-quality image generations per day. Each generation or edit uses part of that energy. Paid plans provide more energy and additional features. Pro also includes video generation and support for PDFs and audio. There are a few important limitations. Images created on the free plan may be public and reused by other users. Paid users can disable the use of new content for model training. You own the images you create, but Reve doesn't guarantee that every result is unique or free from third-party rights. You are also responsible for any reference images you upload. Finally, unused energy may expire. Files may not be stored permanently, and paid subscription renew automatically.